In this video, I'm going to critique this poster using the Robin Williams CRAP principles and Connie Malamud's design principles as a guide. Let's first talk about a few things of the design that are in violation of their principles. The first design violation I would like to talk about is a violation of Malamud's typography principle. Typography is the design of the fonts and the colors on the page or the image. In this example, there are too many different fonts and font colors to sort through visually. The choice of typeface and color look random instead of intentional, like the creator was designing off the cuff. Not only are the random fonts and colors a violation, the size of the fonts are in violation as well. The closeness of the font sizes does not make it easy to distinguish from title text and paragraph text. When there are differences in font, color, and size, they are extreme and distracting, like the title recycling date. The second violation I would like to talk about is a violation of Malamud's visual hierarchy principle. Visual hierarchy creates a distinguishable path for the eye to follow. In this example, there is no easily distinguishable path. Your eye must roam from the entire poster to find the next logical step in the progression, which is never truly found. The third violation is a violation of Malamud's graphic choice principle. While the most focal of graphics is the universal sign for recycling, this graphic sticks to the recycling theme of the poster. However, graphic choice is violated with the use of the seagulls on the bottom left. There is no clear reason why these are included, leaving the viewer to connect the dots. However, they are extraneous material which is not needed to convey the message of recycling. The check and the X marks behind the gray list are also distracting and unnecessary. The fourth violation I would like to point out is a violation of Robin Williams' contrast principle. The creator of the poster made an attempt at complying with this principle, but was not able to fully pull it off. Given the orange background, there isn't enough of a contrast in the elements to give a true focal point. There is not enough dissimilarity in the various elements to look complete. The background outweighs the information on the foreground, so the viewer has to struggle to find a dominant element and move from there. While this poster does have several violations, it also has some principles with which it complies. The first principle with which it complies is Williams' principle of repetition. The creator did repeat the same visual elements in the two lists showing what is accepted and what is not on the recycling day. This pattern of bolded and unbolded text is repeated in both lists, helping to create a sense that these two elements belong together in some way. The second principle with which the poster complies is Williams' principle of proximity. Here I am referring to the list and the recycling symbol. Since these are close in proximity, there is an obvious connection between the three elements. You can tell that the lists are designed with the recycling sign as the element that anchors them. If I were to try to improve this poster, I would do a few things. First, I would change the orange background to a less vibrant choice to provide for better contrast within the poster as a whole. I would choose a white background or possibly a light shade of gray. Secondly, I would remove the seagulls and the check and X marks. However, I would move the check mark up to the top of the list as a table header type element and do the same with the X. By having them as headers, I know what the list is telling me and I don't have to visually work to read the list with the background elements as distractions. Thirdly, I would create more of a sense of unity by overhauling the typography of the poster with something more uniform throughout. This would help create a more unified look while still allowing for dissimilarity when necessary. I would also use less font colors to reduce the extraneous load and create less confusion in the design.